does have the ability to all in the Olaf at certain points, but and you think of Invader's advantage, and that doesn't sound like Ambition at all. So, surprisingly, Jarvan left open. Looking to Jinair's side. Might be varying up the support, even though Braum is left open. This would require them to actually win lane and roam to get the full value out of the Thresh, but cool to see Wraith on a playmaker this time. Could also be another exit for the Olaf if he goes for the wrong invade. Waiting finally for the top lane. Blind pick, Camille available, but it went through picks and bans in game one. Gnar and Camille seem like the conspicuous top laners that are available in this draft. There's also been no top lane bans, but this is how things go.
Well, if CuVee just wanted to go back on the Gnar, he certainly could. It's sitting there waiting for him, but so on ahead of the game. Will he go into the carry matchup?
He will.
He will. There it is. Fiora going to be locked in.
That's pretty hyped to see from CuVee, who on the red side is finally starting to flex his muscles a bit. We've had a season where in similar scenarios, you'll lock in Gnar, you'll lock in Maokai, he'll go into a tank, a Cho'Gath, for example. Now he's starting to once again be the cool, calm, and collected CuVee that was basically a contract killer when we got around to Worlds, and his champion pool was in a great spot. The carries are back, and that is a fun place to be in, because that's not been a side of CuVee we've seen. Second Fiora of the season.
Yeah, and he's not going into the easiest matchup of all time. Definitely lots of pressure on him to perform up against Sohan. I feel like pretty much everybody in the world would rank CuVee ahead of Sohan at this point. I've been
for the Fiora, a Ninja Tabi enemy against just infinite gold generation for CuVee. So he's feeling fantastic.
Yeah.
Getting the most out of the Fiora in the team fighting phase has been tricky as we're trying again.
The flash play is going to get them. Olaf in the front, and the hook lands on the ruler. That should be the first blood. They give it over to Teddy. Really nicely done. In the mid lane, Grace does make his way out of danger.
Really clean.
No ward to put down just yet, just face checks it. After all, he knows he's got Ambition right behind him, but they got to be careful about this. He's going to riposte the stun, but you got the Hextech ultimatum. No way to get out of this. Thankfully, Ambition's there to help out, and the Cataclysm comes in. Now Crown is going to help out here, and it looks like they went a little bit too far that time around.
Yeah, too much relentless aggression. Previously, they had position as Grace would have roamed first, but by the time you're going basically to where the inner turret is, of course the Azir will get there before you do.
And certainly bought himself some time for Ambition to come in. Okay, someone died in the bottom lane. Looks like it's Teddy.
And all in, and Teddy actually had his summoners up. That's really awkward, only called the tail end of it. The first part of the CC comes through. That's usually enough. But that's a big one for the side of KSV.
It's only fair. You know, Ruler gives his life with all his summoners up. Teddy to do the same.
Watching the replay here. First part hits, tries to juke forward, but didn't have the... And gallivanting in.
Cortege trying to make his way out of here. The question is, does Ambition survive? He flashes, has Cortege jumped in, but the 3-minute scoop! That's gonna be one going down, make it two! Double kill to Teddy as he's moving on to Ruler. Will he go deep? The answer is no, but a double kill. Nicely played by Jinair.
Really nice play by Grayson. That time, Crown had no way to get in and actually force damage, even with the sheer advantage of the range on the Vel'Koz. He's turning in here, looking to burst.
Will it be enough damage? Grace, no way out, and finally he gets to the edge. Just barely not enough.
So close. Only lost chapter for damage, and yet almost burst him through. Crown looking to contest, doesn't have...
Olaf to help him out. That Hextech ultimatum was actually riposted. No way to get on in there. CuVee trying to trade it back, but no way out afterwards, as Sohan will be able to pick up the kill.
And did the sick outplay, but if you riposte the first ability, it's not there for any of the rest of them. Definitely like it. Definitely bodes well for future attempts at the ult.
Grace and Teddy looking for that Infernal.
If you're investing the teleport, Sohan will have the big teleport advantage, given how much more reliable the Camille is with the teleport than the Fiora, but no deep wards for the flanking Hextech ultimatum. Also the worry that if they go for a teleport play, that CuVee will take a turret to answer it, but Infernal is started by Ambition. Not fully committing to it yet.
These two on a ward, and they don't know it yet. thinking about an engage, but the hook is going to hit Ruler in the front, and he can't get out. The Feather Storm is going to save him for now, but Grace on the backside is going to take him out. So1 comes in with the TP, and he gets on the ground here. Is there enough damage? There's that stopwatch, but no way out from there. Another kill over to the Camille. Make that 2 as they take a huge fight, and the Infernal to follow up.
Wraith was so smart with that play. He never showed that he knew that Ruler and CoreJJ were in the brush until he hit the hook onto Ruler to start the festivities. Excellently done by the Thresh to bait KSV into a false sense of security. They do lose a turret on the top side, but worth it with how many kills they piled on.
Certainly. So the Infernal gonna come in here to Jinair, and let's take a look at the replay.
Watch Wraith. Consider that he had vision this entire time. Ruler walks back in. They knew CoreJJ was there as well. Hook hits onto Ruler, so with the extra information, should have been better from him. Wasn't clean from Ruler. They turn onto Crown, get the second kill after the teleport. We'll get the turret as well. Even a stopwatch not going to buy you enough time. KSV pick up the turrets in game 1, then you might just not have map controls. CuVee tries for the all-in.
Yeah, he's kind of forced into this one. He's got one more for the completion, but now he's trying to get away, and this is a Camille. You don't get away from a Camille. He's trying to fight here, but the last hook shot is going to do it. So1 now 4-0 with lots of completed items on the way.
Yeah, he picked up the kills on the teleport. Now he reads the Fiora like a book.
And another fight here, as this seems to be the most fun lane to watch. So1 not wanting to allow him to get that, and actually the flash away is CuVee thinking about it, but look at the roam here from Teddy. Looking to come down towards the bottom side. This might be enough. You notice Crown is coming too, but it might be a little bit late. CuVee trying to get an ability onto Teddy. Can he actually get in there? No, it's not enough. The Hextech ultimatum to help finish off. Teddy with a nice little roam down to the...
Both by Jinair, trying to put down Vision. The only thing they get is that single ward. I think they saw the recall.
He backed on Vision. Yep. The ward was in there. The hook is going to miss, though, so Ambition has the opportunity here. No flash on Wraith. He disappears, but now Ambition getting low. Crown is going to be jumped on. Does have that Zonia's, but there is the Baron going over. Ruler trying his best, but is forced to flash at the end of it all. So in the end, Jinair get the best of that trade.
The single ward ends up being so important because it spots CoreJJ, who can't be there for the contest. First Baron of the series goes the way of Jinair. And now it's 4-item Tristana with the Baron. They knew Rakan was in base. Fiora predictably wasn't grouped either. They go for the attempt to get there. They may blow up the no-flash Thresh. But there's no threat at all in terms of getting to the Baron. They pick up the Baron. They got the exit kills as well. Success from Jinair that was thwarted for the first 30 minutes.
That last turret. They're going to have to make an engage at some point, but in the front line, CoreJJ is going to be locked down, and CuVee getting low as well. The riposte helps him out. The Disintegration Ray does a bit of damage, but it's not enough. Grace going to get a double kill on the backside, making a triple as CoreJJ trying not to die, but eventually does. We're all tied up here 1-1 between these two teams.
And crazily, a lot of overlap in games between game 1 and game 2. If anything, Jinair was more decisive in closing out the game. They got the Baron, they rolled high, they did very well in the closing. A lot of good news stories. Grace looking amazing on the Azir. Multiple points in this game. predictably gets the Olaf for the second time and picks up an MVP. And now pick and ban with KSV back on blue side.